Hello, amazing people. Welcome to the fifth episode of The Saturday Show. I am your host, Durgesh Satyam, CEO of Supista.com. We talk about the strategies and technologies to help manifest the true capabilities of your business. In our last episode, we discussed goal setting by OKRs for your team and your business. Today, we are going to discuss about how to use OKRs the right way. Well, there is no right way. We all find our own way, which eventually becomes right with experience. If it is so, if everything comes from experience, then what are we doing here? You know what? One of the best piece of advice I got is don't learn everything from your own mistakes. Today, we are going to discuss one of the few things that most top-notch CEOs across the world have pointed out while setting the OKRs for managing your business. Our first point is less is more. While setting OKRs for our business, we often get stuck on the question of how many OKRs we should have in place for each team. Rick Clough, the Google venture partner, also said that employees of Google set 3 to 6 objectives every quarter. We should not overwhelm ourselves and our employees with a lot of OKRs to track. OKRs are motivational tool. We should take OKRs as a motivational tool for the team. It creates a healthy relationship among the team members. However, if we set it wrong or add more pressure to overachieving them, it could become anxiety for the whole team. We should restrict ourselves to setting realistic OKRs only. But keep in mind that the OKR should be ambitious because it boosts the level of confidence among your workforce. Next important point to note while setting OKRs is set quarterly OKRs for your team and individuals. Sometimes teams use annual OKRs, but most of the time this becomes too long period to achieve targets set in that OKR. The teams and individuals lose their motivation after a few months. Quarterly goals are more optimized to keep their motivation in check, and they get energized while working on the new OKRs each quarter and checking out the older list. However, OKRs should be set annually for your business. A quarter is ephemeral for a company. It passes in a blip. Don't confuse the goals of a team or individual with that of a company. Quantifiable key results. A good OKR must have quantifiable key results which can be graded with the passing of time and work done. In Google, employees also grade their OKR so that they can easily check their progress. You must have the proper technology to check your performance of the key results in each OKR. Generally, an OKR should have around 3 to 6 key results, but it can go up to 9. But try to make it lesser to make it more impactful and less overwhelming while measuring. OKRs should be time bound. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. It's good to play an infinite game while you are running a business. But the truth is that we only have a finite amount of time. Setting a time bound OKR goal is crucial. It motivates your employee to finish the work on time, especially when they can also track if they have attained the key results within the deadline. Involve your team members while setting OKRs. Involving your teammates in any decision making is always a good idea, especially if you want them to take initiatives that align with your company philosophy. If you take the suggestions on setting the OKRs, they will feel morally responsible for achieving the agreed upon targets within the deadline set. Ownership of your OKR is very important. Like KPI, you should always add a person in charge for each OKR that you define. Generally, it is your team leader who is responsible for achieving the OKR targets within the agreed upon deadline. Align OKRs with your long term vision. In 1827, the English botanist Robert Brown discovered the Brownian motion. The Brownian motion is a phenomenon of random motion of particles suspended in a medium, like the air. The air particles around us are not actually static but rather in motion. However, the direction of the particle is so random that they all cancels and make us feel like the air is still. In the same way, we cannot expect growing a company with randomly directed OKRs, right? We should keep the long term vision in our mind to empower our teams and employees with the OKRs. And last but not least, the OKRs should be public. Secrecy loses the trust of employees. And what's the point of being secret when it's the employees who are the power engine of achieving any target that you set? Your OKRs should be public with the team members and anyone on the team who can check their progress also. In our upcoming episode next Saturday, we are going to discuss the KPIs necessary for the FMCG companies. If you have any queries, post them below or just tweet me at Durgesh Satyam. Until then, bye bye. Take a good care of yourself and your business.